Chang here with an initial review on the Craft Custom Holster Company leather holsters. Normally, you'll see me recommend holsters that are not leather, so Kydex. As a matter of fact, I don't even like the hybrid holsters. But I figured for many of you, you still have this affinity for leather. And if you're going to go buy a leather holster anyway, why don't you go ahead and get a really high quality one. Now, oftentimes when people think leather holsters, they're thinking about DeSantis or Bianchi. And at the end of the day, there's actually a lot of really good other leather manufacturers out there. So I want to talk to you a little bit about craft holsters. They do a lot of really custom made stuff. If you're looking for monogramming or things that are custom made to you, designs, they're a great company for you to go with. They also have some pre-made models. So we want to take a look at a model that I would like to use for when I decide to carry my Smith and Wesson 638. So you see that here. We do have it loaded for snap caps. I am actually going to close up the cylinder here so we can get to work with this holster. So when your holster comes, it comes in this nice box. It actually says holsters on it. Shipping labels out here. They have manufacturing partners that they work with that are over in Europe as well. Their custom stuff is all done here in the States, especially with the monogramming and any of the custom designs. It is highly recommended that you add, when you order a holster, go ahead and add the small break-in kit because it is leather. The gun needs to actually sit, quote-unquote, well into the holster. So initially, it may be too tight or it may not just fit perfectly. You know, what we want to do is actually to get this kind of stretched out so the gun will actually fit inside the holster really well and still be retained. Now they have they have one video with a couple of different methods. You don't necessarily have to get it, this break-in kit, but it is highly recommended. So if you notice here, in waistband, little bit of a sweat guard here. I'm just going to try to get this inserted, and you notice how it won't fit, and that's purely because this is a brand new holster and it is leather. Nice high quality leather, very fairly thick. Got good edges on finish on the edges. The threads are all finished really well. There's no random strings or anything like that hanging off them. So let's go ahead and get this broken in. I'm going to use one of the kits. Get that torn open. And it basically contains denatured alcohol, a swab, and they do have a microfiber cloth here for you to do some polishing if you want. They do actually have a set of instructions as well. And like I said, there is a YouTube video on this. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually spray the liquid here onto the little wool dauber that they have. And we're going to spread it. I'm going to actually spread it into most spots here. It's definitely tight along the trigger guard here. All right, along where the sight's going to be. So I'm just going to try to get as much of this stuff on there as I can. And then what they want me to do, or recommend that I do, is after I get my desired amount in here, what they want me to do is get a plastic bag, take my firearm, wrap it in that plastic bag, force it into the holster, and just work that holster back and forth. So I'm going to be doing that, working that until I get this gun as far into the holster as I can. And then we're supposed to let it sit overnight and see how the fitment is then. So I'm going to start working on this. We'll get this sit overnight, and then we'll be right back. All right, we're back. The pistol has been in the craft holsters holster here overnight. I ended up using the plastic bag that the holster came with. The grocery bag, just there were too many folds in it, so I used this and really forced that gun, the gun into the holster. Now we get the gun sits really deep. Still has some retention here, right? But it does still deploy very easily. Most of the trigger guard's covered. I think one of my biggest complaints with a lot of leather holsters is they really don't cover the trigger guard entirely. This does a great job of covering almost the entire holster, and you see they have a little embossed cutout here. Muzzle goes almost to the end. Don't know if you can see. There you go, right there. Now, one thing I just discovered, I was going to start testing this. One thing I discovered was that this belt loop also needs to be broken. It's pretty tight. If I want to put this gun on to my belt with the belt through my belt loops and all my pants, this snap is really not going to this snap is not going to actually close. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go back to the break-in kit here. I'm going to go ahead and get that denatured alcohol, or break-in liquid as they call it, back into these portions here, and I'm going to let this sit overnight. So on that note, I'm going to get this broken in and start wearing this. I will check back with you all in about a month and let you know my final thoughts for this. But my initial thoughts here is, if you are going to go old school like I have here and go use a leather holster, I would definitely check out Craft Holsters and check out their pre-builts. And definitely, if you want something really cool, you want some embossing, maybe some customization on the leather, definitely check out their custom products. I'll put a link down to their website in the description below. Thank you very much. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. We'd love it if you would subscribe to the channel, and go ahead and click that bell icon over to the right there so that you're notified of any new videos that we post. As always, stay safe, and we'll see you out on the range.